good to see whether or not he can kind of keep that momentum through from the previous couple of weeks. And then, like I said, a bit of a resurgence potentially on offer here for Team Secret as well, now that they've got their full core lineup back.
All right, we're back. We're back.
At the end of last week as well, but it's going to be a quick entry from DFM as expected with the composition they've got. They're going to like to go a little quicker.
Rooting for
that opener.
Rooting for Team Secret, just so Varial can make it into playoffs.
On that A side. You only go for 1 for 3. That's not good enough for Team Secret.
And also, since it's 1 a.m., I'm gonna maybe be streaming for a map.
Isolate a couple of duels before the actual fight falls through. This will be tough. And it doesn't look like DFM are about to let them have it either way.
Well, Styron and Sylvan gonna have
it's gonna be a hard retake.
Gonna go up as well. That's going to make it a little more
it's a
difficult for them
2v4.
to work their way into this site. And the second that they do, they're going to be walking into a nice crossfire. Akame on one side, Yatsuka on the other. DFM
Too
takes
easy.
the first pistol, and they do it calmly and cleanly as well.
And that's always going to be a gamble, you know, picking a map that you haven't really seen your opponents operate off of, yourself as well. You think you have some prep coming into it, but once the pistol comes through, like, you're just not quite sure what positions are going to be played. So instantly, it's a bit of Team Secret just trying to anchor down onto the A site, but leaving mid open kind of leaves that door well, ajar as well for DFM to kind of work around. Always need to be careful, especially because it's double duelist as well. Mei, Yatsuka definitely coming in to wreak some havoc.
A little bit of an anti-eco out here for DFM. Let's see a bit of a push out into main.
Ooh, they're ready.
That kind of worked out for a second there for Team Secret.
No bueno, no
able to
bueno.
recover. Flash did land nicely though. Still a couple of players here on A. So for DFM having cleared 2 out in A main, they might be thinking, okay, there might be worst case scenario, 1 player over towards A. Drone's gonna
Jesus.
shoot 1, but not the other. It doesn't matter though, as Mei has that on lock, nice and easy. And DFM will be walking their way to a second round. So silver lining for Sylvan is that he does at least get the orb over towards B, but nothing really to be taken from this round for Team Secret.
Yeah, like I know Morgan on the desk, you know, big time, said things were looking pretty breezy for DFM, but I didn't think it was going to be like this smooth, this swift, just all the guns preserved over.
Well, I wouldn't draw too many conclusions just from the pistol and the anti-eco.
Yeah, not yet, but just like maybe hoping for a bit more extra damage, you know, for Team Secret to try to make it more difficult for DFM to pick up the bonus for the next. But now, looking at this, it seems like it's going to be a little bit difficult. I mean, you're thinking about the composition that Team Secret are running as well, with the solo duelist, specifically it being a jet. I wonder if the operator is going to be, you know, one of the bigger points that they're looking at bringing into
Hopefully
this
this isn't a mob.
Using the pistol, not doing that much on the anti-eco as well. That means it's going to take a while before that actually comes.
Hopefully this isn't a mob.
And there's that flash I was talking about. It landed on a
You know, for some
couple of
reason
the
my
DFM
mic,
players,
the
but
volume keeps on
Kaide was
switching.
playing
Like as in,
Flash, and so all good in the end.
I'll notice that, oh, you know, let me check my audio. Is it at the loudest? And I'll turn the knob, usually like it's at its max. Then I start turning it, and then there's just like a whole bunch of space until I reach the max volume. Like, what the hell is going on?
In the last round there, DFM, so upgrading on at least 1 or 2 of those.
There we go.
Yeah, there's that orb that I was talking about.
Using the cove to kind of get that for free too, but positions down by middle.
This is a big bonus round. Team Secret need this, especially if it's their map pick.
World where we don't see the right back invested here for Yatsuka. Getting the bonus round on the board would be such a swing in momentum for DFM to start this map.
Right now, though, seeing the walls, you know, getting a bit of information as
I mean,
well.
it's good that
mid is kind of dirty.
Nats is back for Team Secret.
Going through bottom mid instead, but Team Secret are making their own moves as
But
well.
Team Secret are being proactive, and we're kind of running in circles.
So
might not be the best position for running back.
Looks like an A split for DFM.
See what Zeus gets up to. I feel like he's going to be the X factor in this round, and his timing is going to be everything. It's just a question of whether or not he's going to go fast enough.
They should know now.
DFM are past his sight line now. And
Harbor wall, self-stun.
Util on offer for Team Secret. DFM held up long enough for Zeus to at least strike for 1. The connection on the Yatsuka will send him back. May also falling. But
Yeah, Sauron needs to live.
As Front back was invested, so it looked good on the kill feed, but DFM are still into
Okay,
the side.
Zeus has the backstab.
Zeus
Good adjustment.
on that late lurk, catching Yatsuka.
Util,
Leaves it on
the
the
only
shot
thing
spot.
available
Who did just drop that.
is Viper Wall from
So very
Cess
aware of his positioning. Wall to
and
go
2
up. It is
smokes.
his own wall.
Timing.
Aware as well, the swing will come
Styron's
from Zeus, and
low.
that puts Styron alone, who's on 33 HP. Cess has no idea where he's going to come from, but a quick flick could get it done. All it takes is a bullet or two.
Oh, it's just misinformation.
Just waiting so patiently. There's no
He's
world
thinking
where
that
Styron can cross
he has to grab a
to this
timing on the opposite of
without being
pyramid.
spotted.
He has no idea that he's
So
in bricks.
inevitably, it will go the way
He
of
had no
Cess.
idea.
DFM claim the bonus.
And that's just IGL.
I think Zeus imagined that Cess took a timing into the other side of the pyramid,
Okay.
towards the default plant side.
Milestone achievement right here in round number 3. Bonus picked up, everything going right for DFM. Team Secret made it a damn good go though. I mean, they had.
Come on, for Varel.
I think because the 0 point didn't quite clear out cave deep enough, they maybe overlooked that.
Yeah, maybe that's a little too much. Solo peeking out of the Viper wall where you have no info on the Viper.
Towards mid-doors, so
It's a little bit questionable.
even with the run it back being popped off, it's still enough for DFM. But now onto this round where it's just guns against the pistols.
Okay, eco frags for Yatsuka. Almost collided. Oh, Sylvan gets his one. Oh, looked like another collide that could have happened. Oh, Siren could have a way too early timing. Oh, it's the
Well, they made it work pretty nicely. Had Siren been able to pick that kill up, it might have been a different
Sylvan?
striker, but Kame still falling. Sylvan going to need the ace to clutch this one out.
He's not going to be within range to hear the other Viper. Damn.
Not to mention, I guess, the wall in middle, but not sure how relevant that necessarily is going to end up being. So just trying to take his time and see if he can clear out as much as possible before.
And the Viper rewrap, he's walking into the open.
And that wrap has come through from Cess, so another one to go the way
No,
of
DFM.
You know, got challenged a little bit in that round.
Don't
but
go
I'd say
too
reasonably
crazy.
comfortable again for DFM. This
I'm
start
rooting
to
for
the map
Varel.
and start to the series has been quite breezy indeed.
It truly is, huh? I mean, look at this. Outlaw kills, just all the positions around. The fact that the last 2 were controllers as well. Unfortunate for Sylvan to have to contend with, because then it's all the smokes onto the site that he has to kind of wait out.
Sheesh.
So of course, if you're a DFM fan, you would be elated right now, but perhaps not for long. Oh god, I thought Zeus was going to bring in the op, but it's back to the rifles.
Well, it's early days, but you know, 4-0 lead is nothing to scoff at. Mage and go a little quicker this time towards that.
Yeah, some tempo from DFM.
Now, but that's only going to last for so long. Good
okay, trade.
Kelly-S, but unfortunately, Mage
They kill the harbor,
found the
then
angle
it's pretty much round over.
Another one here as well.
Yep,
Just
it's
goes
too
straight
hard.
through. Very
It's
happy
too
to pick
hard.
up that headshot onto
It's
That's
too
the
hard.
Same thing for Yatsuka onto Zeus. It is falling apart for Team Secret. This is starting to look
May
like
has
a
ult,
more
Akame has ult,
one-way
Yatsuka
traffic
has
than
ult.
what Team Secret would like.
And I think one way is a great
I
way
mean,
to describe it as well. Still gonna give
Sylvan
it a good
dying
try,
does
though.
get him ult,
Remaining.
but
Just
they're
trying to see if
probably.
we can pick up a scalp.
Oh no, they're gonna fight. They're gonna
Siren
fight.
Sylvan, I mean, what chance have you really
I mean,
got
should
against four? The
save.
setup is so good for DFM as well. They've got
Never
some
mind, W
really solid
Jinx.
post plant. Wall up.
They're
Plan
gonna
off
save.
the side as well if necessary. And that'll be that. Another round 5-0 the start for DFM. I predicted for DFM, but I don't know that I expected it to be as clean as it has been.
Jesus,
Maybe
May.
okay. DFM just have everything going for them right now.
Jesus,
And
man.
that's the craziest thing too, is the fact that last week, May playing against T1 didn't have, you know, the insane tip-top score that he always would use to pull up. In fact, his teammates were the one always backing him as well. This time around, like, picking up a quick-paced play like this, you see Team Secret trying to explore, you know, portions of the map a bit, maybe middle, they have the double initiator, so they want information, but all that gets thrown aside if DFM just double duelist rush in, and DFM with their
Not a
own
good start
composition,
for
Harbor
Team
Viper,
Secret.
they leave options available for themselves.
This might be a
as well.
2-0
This
stop.
Viper wall that cuts down the A side in half is so strong for the post plants. We see it every round, and Team Secret have not really been able to come in with any attempt on a retake because they don't have the numbers for the retakes. They don't have the fights. They don't have the angles. And then if DFM decide to go over onto B side instead, they've got the harbor for that. So it's not easy.
I think you got a feel for Team Secret. Obviously, it's been a tough season for them. That fan we just saw on the camera previously, a Sylvan fan from Kickoff, came to the venue 10 times.
Wristband.
Every single wristband. Unfortunately, has watched only 2 wins and 8 losses for Team Secret so far, but it is what it is. Maybe today could still be the day, although it's not necessarily looking too crash hot for Sylvan and for Team Secret. Like what I was saying was, you know, it's been a tough season for them. Obviously, Nats has been in and out, you know, and they had to play with Sky last week, and I think that definitely disrupts your preparation and your training, and maybe that is kind of what we're seeing a little bit.
Nats with a hero, or sorry, a glass cannon rifle.
Not their pick, so taking a little while for Team Secret to kind of ease their way back into things here.
It's even just the round-to-round calls, but off the timeout, perhaps. You know, they're leaving a lot of different spaces open now and just preparing for
Oh, they're ready for it. Only gets the Phoenix, so
able to trade him down anyway, so
they just spotted
favorably for DFM regardless. They're pushing their way back on into the site. Maze running all over the place and eventually catches up with Silver.
Oh my god, no, not a 2-0 stop. Not a 2-0 stop.
Some inroads here and there, but
not a 2-0
DFM
stop.
just have the answer every time they find the trade, and again, another round that kind of very easily looks like it goes their way.
Yeah. Question then for you though, Jordan.
Okay.
I mean, I know we had like a 13-0 last week.
Oh, don't do that.
How do you feel about those?
It's a bit too early. It is a bit too early. We can't be talking about 13-0s at a 6-0. Give it to like 10. Once you get to 10,
Jesus,
I'm thinking,
man.
okay, this might be possible, but
Jesus, man.
Would you get excited for one, I guess is what I'm asking.
It depends on the context here. I don't know that it would be like a particularly outrageous 13-0, but like if it was, you know, maybe an underdog up against a heavily favored team, sure, but I don't know, it doesn't really feel like something to get too excited about when Team Secret have had the roster instability and the difficult season that they've had. Unfortunately, it would be a bit more like, oh, that's a bit sad.
That's precisely what I'm thinking. You know, I'm feeling a little bit bad for Team Secret right now. I hope to see a lot more, but in that round, that was just ultimates.
Okay, 4-1 default for DFM. It's just tempo.
Yeah, again, I think you can just really see the confidence that DFM are playing with now. They are actually starting
and
to
Sylvan just got caught in the timing. No way. Bro, they're just diffing him.
Winning them both. What a flick, dude. A little bit of a movement being made here by Zeus. Eventually will clear
Picks up a gun.
It's just not enough.
3v4 when
this round so far.
15 seconds.
He'll be hearing some footsteps, so he'll be calling for a little transition in from Kaide, and that's exactly
what was the point of the flash? What was the point of the flash if we're not clearing the area?
That swing will come through. Kaide helping out his mate.
What was the little point of that flash if we don't expect someone to be there? At least holding the line.
None of these rounds have even really looked competitive for Team Secret. Okay, maybe one.
Oh my god, this may be the fastest 13-0.
At the end, but aside from that, this has just been so clean for DFM that it's hard to get excited about it at this point. It's kind of like, well, this is the expectation now.
A little bit. But I guess, you know, we can kind of take a look at why it's working out so well for DFM. It's the meta. It's what's working out. If you want to beat this kind of competition,
double timeout.
Macro reads, you need a bit of tempo as well. But if DFM are beating you out on all these fronts, you know, it's just round to round, maybe they hold up around B for a bit. Maybe after a timeout, they start to slow things down. They leave options available for themselves. They'll clear out mid just to get a vibe check for where Team Secret are positioned. But then in some other rounds where they start these like quick death ball rounds and wins, it's just early pressure from May. He sprints all across mid, or maybe makes some a bit of noise, his presence known inside of A, and suddenly you have Cess to hold out by window, and he's taking shots like
how
that.
Is this DFM's
him, but he's still
or sorry,
flicks.
Team Secret's map pick?
That is such a big boon for DFM to be running off with, and on Team Secret's map pick as well. Like, it's just, I'm starting to feel very uncomfortable, Jordan.
The weather is uncomfortable here in Seoul. I think that's a relevant conversation to have as well. 37, 38 degrees on the walk to work today.
Yeah, let me just adjust my pants a bit.
Maybe that.
Oh my god, DFM is making Team Secret look like a JV basketball team.
it might be getting a bit sweaty for Team Secret here in the server as well. Once again,
no, this is the second time May has stunned himself.
Rounds, you know, they're not playing around with mid rounds. They're not waiting out the timer. They're just like, all right, we're going to choose to go B. We're going to choose to go A. And that's where we're going. And that's what we're taking. And it has worked out.
I think
again,
says, imagine a push out of A main. You didn't hear anything that was coming out of double door.
A little bit away from DFM in that regard. But again,
Jesus, Akame.
From the Hunter's Fury. I mean, what do you even say at this point? Akame winning this round before it even starts, and Yatsuka's found himself.
Sylvan is literally the only player trying to win the game.
Eventually gets in there and finishes off Sylvan, but DFM are honestly just taking Team Secret for a walk at this point.
Yes. This has to be the smoothest operation I've ever seen performed by
Does
DFM
May get
so far,
20? May for sure gets 20 by the end of the...
Suddenly off of an opponent's timeout, you're just running it down in towards B. You have ult and walls to work off of. And your opponents, you know, because they're in an eco, they're trying different angles. They push down middle instead, but their opponents, lo and behold, are nowhere to be found. Now you have the guns. Some of those outs were already spent as well. Trying out different positions. They're taking aim.
Will May stun himself
DFM.
again?
Yeah, DFM just don't care. There's a pit over towards B, but they think,
Bro,
well,
they
we
just
really
don't
need to
care.
go through
They
B
just
main.
don't
We
care.
can just wrap in through middle, and it will negate any of the effectiveness of that pit anyway. Drone's gone forward as well. This is going to be a split towards B. Sylvan under a lot of pressure.
Oh,
As well, but it's not going to matter if he's dead anyway.
oh, the
Styron
transfer
get the 1-for-1
was needed to
as the
save
pit
that
fades
round.
and opens up his
But the round's
position
already
as
over.
well. I mean, time and time and time again, it's the same old story. DFM confidently into the site, dueling their way forward, and Team Secret not having an answer.
9-0.
None whatsoever, dude. Like
Unless they
3-4
just
retake.
overheat.
They have the position now, but okay,
They
Kelly has taken
overheat.
some fights.
Yeah, 2-for-1. They needed that. Flash around the corner. Kaide will avoid that one. Oh, and just
Jesus, just shuts them down.
A little bit too easy for DFM.
It's too
9-0.
easy,
Chill out,
man.
Kaide. Come on.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Kelly's was just starting to get warmed up. You know,
Guys,
just
when's the
not
next
allowed.
game? When's we're not even thinking about the second map. When's the next game?
they had the guns, they had the buys, but again, just DFM. And once more, it's down to the post plants as well, the way they were holding it and off of information instantly. Like, it's starting to feel a little bit more like just brute force, you know, confidence. You can see Team Secret trying to catch up to it, right? They're sprinting off outsides, trying to set up flanks, but it's just not enough.
Sometimes that's just how it is. You've got a few Guardians in this round for Team Secret, a couple of Sheriffs around that
Wash
as well.
pop.
Not exactly
To
the
bottom
investment
mid,
you'd want against a
re-clear.
rampaging DFM. Some Team Secret opt to try and take a bit of mid control, and they do get that. But what can you really do with it if DFM aren't interested?
Just gonna be another A hit.
Walls going up over towards A. A couple of
Oh,
walls going up over towards A.
at least he
Running
gets a
back will be ineffective
triple
this
peek.
time around, and Cecil's down in middle.
Okay,
He
good team fight.
bites off a little more than he could chew, but you've still got the sight, and you've still got ready players.
May
ready
is just running it
to
down. No way. Oh,
a damn at all. Might have gone a little bit too overeager this time, and so all of a sudden we find Akame alone. But what I will say
If
is
Akame clutch
see Akame
this-
pull something off here. He's been in form so far.
I'll
this
have to
season,
shave off my eyebrows.
and is in a position to maybe double
Jeez.
down. Oh. Started to get interesting for a second there, but finally Team
Jesus.
Secret will have their first round. DFM just cooking a little bit too hard that time around.
You had us hoping, Jordan. You had us in the first half. Akame, not too bad. Even
Jesus.
back around, but
9-1.
this was a well put together round.
It's not
by
looking
Team
good.
Secret. They knew that they were working off, you know, some disadvantages, especially with the pistols.
At least
but
he'll be a
one thing that
gentleman.
could work out for
A
them was
gentleman's,
if they had, you
13-0.
know, not just
It'll be a
full
13-1.
rifles, if they work together as a team, take duels
The
together,
reference is
isolating Cess
when you
would be a
sweep,
way to start things
but you
out.
let him
Of
get
course,
a map.
maybe a little bit of over-eagerness
It's a gentleman's
from DFM
sweep.
as well, May just diving all the way towards the back of
Just
sight.
because you didn't completely, like you let him have a round at least. You respected the opponent.
More rounds. No real big ults in this one to speak of, but DFM again with pace through middle. It's an A split.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That'll be the mentality
Oh,
for Team Secret here.
just had Yuto in his hand to punish the player,
And the entry
and they just
to
mopped.
remain is comfortable for
Kelly S
DFM
has
as
to
we see
save.
Team Secret try to
Has to
accelerate.
save
Now
this
it's just Kelly
position.
S all on his lonesome.
Oh
Flash
my
down,
god,
nicely done
Yatsuka's
from
just
Yatsuka.
insane. And Siron is
An
the
easy pick. Maybe not quite for
not
Akame.
the easiest
Quite get that
kill.
clean headshot, but
Sylvan has
yeah,
to go
either way,
turbo.
job kind of feels feeling
He has a molly.
done here for DFM as they get that spike down, they get that wall up. Cess is going to be able to cross to safety as well, just as that wall will fade. So very nice post-plan setup.
Oh, Sylvan gets a kill. Bricks.
There's the
Spots the players.
aggression from Cess that gets the job
But Siren's
done.
low.
8 HP has no chance, and DFM have double
Jeez.
digits in the first half.
Jeez Louise.
Well. Apart from the walls, apart from the positions that they were playing, just having the utility or just an extra molly to toss into that corner as well made things quite tough for Sylvan, despite him being able to get just the one. So once again, like, back to that A split, you can tell, like, I imagine some of the calls that Siren's making for the team as well is for them to want to take more forward space. You fight for cave, maybe try to push your opponents back, block off one of those angles away from that A split. But if, like, Kelly, Zeus, they're dying to their own, you know, positions, and DFM are just so prepared to spam through these.
Okay, DFM
it's
holding for
very tough
aggro.
Team Secret to try to gain any form of stability. So much slower this.
But it's just going to be another A hit.
DFM respecting the one way.
That kind of helps.
I mean, it makes sense. The last round they pushed out a A main, and they just punished them.
Just gonna take their time to clear this one out forward. 0 point comes in to cancel out the draw.
And they're waiting at the 0 point.
Avoiding that 0 point as well. So this might be a bit of a.
It's another A hit. May has the same pathing.
May might have connected.
Oh, instant trade.
Still not aware that Zeus
Grabs
is
a gun.
there. That Stinger gets the job done.
Zeus gets two before he dies.
Secret. It's about as good as it has been.
Nah, he's dead. And we're walking out of the enemy harbor wall. Spots info on both players. They desperately need this round if they plan to win this map.
Bit of recon, not spotting anything though.
Oh my god, Akame.
Akame was up close. The drone spotted him, but Sylvan still goes down. Styron
now
again alone in the clutch.
I know you got the dog in you.
Angle to try to fight. As soon as you take a
shock dart, shock dart.
One, the other will swing. So he's waiting to see if he's going to get a mistake from either of these DFM players, but neither are overstepping. And here comes the initial peak. Ooh, Cess. Not there for the trade. Actually,
he doesn't have time for a dart. Oh, spots the last player.
Siren, though, goes low.
Oh, he misses the shock dart. He needs a nasty headshot.
Again, it seems like another round that should be going the way of DFM. Tap on the spike.
NT.
With another clutch for DFM. The 11-1 scoreline at the end of the half.
Unbelievable. I mean, we had a very similar round like, earlier on in the half as well. Cess, once again, post-plant, he has that wall to work off of. The whole team. Not too bad on some of the fights from Team Secret. You have to admit they anticipated the re-aggression off of the 0 point. Zeus doing a bit of damage. But, like, every single round, every single post-plant situation has always been Team Secret.
It's looking rough out here.
It's so tough for them to find even fights. So Recon, he thinks it's a bit clear. They try to push and trade off of each other, but it still comes down to that 1v2 situation at the end of the day for Styron. It's been multiple disadvantageous rounds all throughout this half for Team Secret. Yeah, the score reflects it as well.
I mean, you have Cess up there as the MVP. I think you could have chosen a number of names. And that's
11-1.
for Team Secrets. You've got 3 or 4 guys on DFM that are just.
How long do we delay the inevitable?
May was getting some fantastic.
How long?
Obviously on that Neon. Kame as well, just quietly.
Will it take for Team Secret to come back?
As we've seen, so put Cess on top of that as well. All of a sudden,
DFM are unlocked to win. Team Secret are just a attack side team.
I guess there's another map after this. Obviously, there's still another half. We've only gone through the first half of Breeze here, but it kind of feels like it's a bit of a foregone conclusion at an 11-1 scoreline. So I'd be at this point probably thinking if there's going to be any kind of recovery here for Team Secret, it has to happen next map rather than this map, because I mean this is
a tragedy.
Obviously, but
even for the whole like Pacific League, you know, they're thinking about playing in play-ins. Just it takes so much time to get a full team ready, and we're just really holding out hope for Team Secret in some of these moments. But either way, DFM. Well, it's a 4-1 split this time around.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one for DFM over on that ace, probably needing a bit of backup. So he's going to have to allow the plan to go down. A full retake set up for DFM.
A lot of numbers still at the very least, though. So.
Here.
Hey, timing peak. Oh, he gets tagged, and it's the easiest kill. But it is traded. May is low. Oh, May is still low, so it's technically a 2-on-2. Yep. Oh, how does Cess get that kill?
It would be his third or fourth for the map, and it won't go his
way
this
Nice,
time.
from
Team
Nats.
Secret, they needed that.
A bit of a lifeline extended. Oh boy. It still comes down really close though, huh? I mean, a little bit of pot shots through the smokes, and that's enough for DFM to work off the tracer rounds. It's just ridiculous. And I'm thinking about, like, perhaps it's, you know, an attempt at adjusting around the metas, or, you know, still trying to play, you know, double initiator. DFM does make it a very close, you know, 5v5 retake. There's not much resistance.
Clean
Forward space
headshots.
being held, and maybe that's what it was enough down to the 1v1. But then the next round comes up, and it's
Okay, if Team Secret get anti-eco,
Imagine that they should be able to.
nice.
Couple of players set up in mid, ready for that
What did I say? Team Secret are gonna come back. They're just an attack side team.
Just a couple of nice confidence building rounds out here, even if the rounds aren't going to be all that impactful in the map overall.
Watch, even if they get the,
You feel like, okay, we've got
even if
shots in, we start
Team
to feel
Secret
it
get the
a little bit,
bonus round,
have a bit of a better time on split as a result.
y'all still won't believe.
Didn't just get completely blasted. Pretty straightforward round though for Team
I
Secret.
believe.
This next one though will be the one that makes life a little more difficult. See that buy coming through from DFM.
definitely should be. Not really seeing too much from DFM so far in these defenses just yet. Somewhat still passive holds, except for this one where they tried to pull off something sneaky. Team Secret showing off that they're well prepared for it as well. Definitely a bit of confidence. And if you think about maps like Split or Ascent, which are the next two ones, if it does go down to a third, both sides rather accustomed to it as well, but Team Secret showing a bit more of macro plays on some of those as well. So that would be the hope. But for now, just a full push in towards A.
Taps in here from Kaide. No real connections. Again, going to have to play for the retake here. DFM.
Oh, it tags 3. But they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose.
Have that in the back pocket. Shock Dart's doing a lot of damage. Oh, so
They
much damage.
sacrifice
Completely eats one.
Sylvan
And
to win
May
this
doesn't
round.
care whether he's on attack or defense. He's going to play the same way. And that is essentially entry.
Jesus.
A 3K for May.
They sacrificed everybody to win this round.
By the way, invested that wave. It's maybe not going to matter as there's too much to do. And DFM will flick.
It's funny, every round there's one player on Team Secret that's like, guys, what are we doing? I'm carrying the round. I want to win this game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is
Before it was Sylvan, now we've
Neon.
changed hands into Nats.
I thought you would know that after having passed Valorant for like 5 years.
Oh, you know, maybe I picked up some colorblind habits. I can't tell what the agent is. But no, I mean, you know, look at this. Pushing
Guess
through
no one
the
expects
high
to
nine.
push out of the harbor
Oh
wall.
my word. And again, it's just another play where Team Secret are approaching some of these rounds, trying to spend minimal utility going into the sites. But the problem with that is DFM have their own retake protocols as well. They go into the retakes having their full kit and caboodle. So next round up now, and it's the op brought out by Zeus. He's already posted up.
I might be expecting a bit of that aggression out here from DFM. See though how Team Secret are thinking as we head into Team Secret comps.
I'm gonna go back Amin. You want me to go Amin?
You can move, Joe. Can you take spike and just hold the mid first? I'm gonna go clear elbow, okay? We can group back up later. Ready to wall up for me, Sylvan.
Okay, I can wall
I
up.
hold mid from T-base, boys. Wait.
Wait, yo, I'm gonna pick you.
Can you wall up now?
Wall up now.
Pick you.
3, 2.
Can you pick white?
Okay, steady.
Can you flash for me, Kel? Go.
Ready?
Oh my god, May's just too clean.
I'll go clear.
Does get traded.
He ended. I think he's solo, guys.
I think that's a win.
Okay, boys, I'm gonna group back up to A now, okay?
Secure,
Can you
secure.
search?
Now it's just that call to come back towards A. Like the sudden peek out, the walls down, the whole play is gone. You have to mid-round from this point forward. You can tell the calm's really calm. Everything
Okay,
is
if they
in an ideal
kill
scenario
Akame,
could work out very
then they have a
easily,
clear
but
sight.
this is not ideal. DFM
But knowing
putting
Team
up their own
Secret,
form of resistance, and it's
do they
quite aggressive
accelerate?
too. They recognize off of this delayed time.
Okay, now Alchemy is playing a little bit of a more passive
Akame has
position.
evacuated the A site. They're already shifting.
And Zeus is better entry with an op.
Yeah, it just seems to be the name of the game at the moment for DFM is retakes on A. Not interested really on holding on to it. If Akame can grab himself one on the entry, that'll be nice. Maybe the shock darts can do some chip damage to the player who's trying to plant. It's really all you want out of this situation.
Team Secret might need to push a bit further, but it's always risky.
Yeah, there's a flank coming through as well with Cess on the back line. That is being watched for by Zeus. You wouldn't want to be shift walking onto that line. There's an op there. Seems like Cess is going to walk right into that trap. They should be aware though.
Damn, Yatsuka's
To be
just
honest, he got a kill earlier on in the round. Either way,
frying.
starting to roll their way in onto
So
the
is
side.
May.
Starter in for two.
Ooh.
And that is another round for Team
One round
Secret.
at a
Probably their
time, one
best
round at a
round so
time.
far on the map. Just so happens still that their backs are against the wall. So massive uphill battle here.
One
but
round
least
at a
there's some fight and
time.
some resistance in Team Secret.
It's Team Secret.
And that's what you always have to admire or respect from this Team Secret squad. Just having this
I mean, the
roster put
Phoenix,
together
I mean,
for
Yatsuka
this
gave
stage,
info
in such short
that they're about to
notice, and
jump into the
everyone's doing
smoke.
what they can, you know, even when the cards are all
Audio
down,
info.
Styron's just doing his best, and he does a great job in holding inside of that cove. Spray transfer right quick, but you still need
Guys,
so much
as long
from
as they
DFM
don't
towards
let
that point, and now they've swapped up
as long
the
as they don't
setups,
let
one
DFM
more resistance on towards A. They're
defuse,
even pushing out.
then they win the round.
Yeah, man, it's a bit of an awkward, sort of unorthodox.
Wow,
plan
somehow
here.
they baited a full
Try something a little bit
strong
different
side
than what you wanna win this
rotation.
round. It's gonna, in the end, be a bit of a
Somehow.
gamble stack over towards B.
Back
But
over.
Team
They haven't
Secret
really seen much utility in towards a
expect
cave as
aggression.
well. So Team Secret, like, working with their composition. I mean,
That's
they
crazy. If there was
surely
someone
could've
double
hoped at more
door,
rounds, but
if the
taking
Viper
game
took
down
space
to
towards
this
double door,
source,
then they would just hear
is what works out
everybody's,
so well for them.
everybody, I mean everybody running.
Take forward space to get some information. It's going to cost them utility, which always helps out Team Secret a little bit more in some of these post-plant situations where they're also taking their own time, clearing out.
Well,
holding
but now the
offlines.
Viper,
So
in this
just
case, Cess,
inching forward, peaking angles together.
just re-cleared elbow and
One
now they're
time right
rotating.
now, and it's Sylvan to mark the flank.
And our
Okay, it is coming through
our
though
Harbor's
for
entering
DFM, and you got two
on
players
site.
on this flank, so there's every possibility the Sylvan might get Cess here, but I don't imagine he'll get May for free. Aware.
Jesus, May.
Also, there's another player there. So May gets it done. Now Flash will come
And
through.
Kellyus is
This
full
where things
flash.
will get really
He somehow
awkward.
gets one.
Kellyus does pretty well to get himself one, but Nats under pressure. That's a bit of help from
Oh,
Zeus. All
they
the
just
controls
dropped
now
up.
of May. Has the
And Raid Boss just came in.
available if wanted, but opts for the op.
Ooh!
What a shot! How's he getting away with that? But trade through from Nats.
Nah, that's crazy.
May's just hitting everything.
That's how you know.
Slow-mo?
That's a straight heat check. He said,
I was like,
I can
what
peek
VCT
any angle and I'll at
hold
least
on,
get
hold on.
one.
What's he gonna
That
try?
was insane. I didn't even see him on my screen. How did he even register him? Look.
For Team Secret again.
Okay,
They
that's
have
Zeus.
those trades
May.
available,
Just one.
but this.
Oh my.
He just, I mean, I kind of
Jesus, man.
like what he wanted to do there. He really just wanted to beat the timing on the cross there.
Guys, it's simple.
And
If
had he been able to do
DFM
that, then that round was
don't
certainly
defuse the
winnable, but
spike,
not to be this time. Zeus again back in with the op.
weak side is A.
One on the side of DFM. Oh, May's going to swing. Don't know if you can keep doing this here, DFM. Starting to kind of play into the hands of the op on the attacking side.
Yeah. They're building on some ultimates as well, though, DFM. They still are sitting on timeout, so not sweating just yet. Team Secret, on the other hand, though, this is neat, and they need to keep this up. So pressure, some positioning as well, clearing out towards the back, ensuring that there is no flank. Maybe they think about going back towards A site, but what is Akame attempting? Just in case perhaps Team Secret re-aggresses over on B site, but
Yeah.
otherwise it's just this full 5 running into 3 from DFM on A.
I like it. It's a risk, but I think when you're down
Yeah,
4 or
with
5,
40
you do have to
seconds
take a bit of a risk,
left
and as a result,
and a harbor
well,
wall
those
to
are key
get
players
past.
over towards the A site.
This might
Quite a
be
bit to defend
DFM's
that side
round.
with as well. When you consider there's a runner back available, and if Akame needs to get involved, he can do that with the Hunter's Fury. So maybe DFM can make something of this one. Yatsuka sent back,
This
finish
may,
off.
okay,
Kaede
trades.
will drop, and so will Yatsuka. So in the end,
W Jinx, W Jinx, W
taken
Jinx,
by Team Secret.
W Jinx.
No Hunter's Fury invested by
1 round at a time. Team Secret.
really sense the opportunity there, and that's fair enough. So it looks as though another round should be going the way of Team Secret, but we'll see how much Akame can do here, if he can make life difficult or not. Zeus really starting to find himself in this second half for Team Secret. Scoreline creeping ever closer. And again, in the back of my mind, you just know DFM need only one. All it takes is one mistake here from Team Secret and the map's over.
And that's, yeah, definitely going to be kind of that nagging feeling. Still, though, it's lovely to see this sort of perseverance.
Jesus.
You think to how this round works for Team Secret, and it's Zeus as the linchpin. Yeah, as soon as he dives
1
in,
round at a
it's
time.
high tide as a
Start the
reaction.
train, 1 round at a time. 1 round, 1 round, 1 round at a
But Zeus
time.
finds a bit of positioning around his own cloudburst, peeks out, gets a couple more kills, and that is always going to bring those trades right back in, right? It was a 5v3. They still had 3 surviving at the end of that outcome. So
1 round,
always
1 round.
calculating what can work out for Team Secret. But this is what we were kind of concerned for as well. Money not going to be the best for DFM on the next round, but those ultimates
1 round at a
pretty much all there,
time.
bar the Phoenix ult. So you're thinking how the next few rounds could go. What is DFM going to be building up towards? It's things like the Viper's Pit, Hunter's Fury, Overdrive perhaps even. Things like that can definitely
1 round,
be a bit of a surprise
1
for
round
Team Secret
at
if
a
they are not careful.
time. This comeback is real. No fake comebacks.
Quite a lot to work with on this defense. So Team Secret just have to keep taking it 1 round at a time.
See, even the caster says it. He knows the script. He knows the script.
They'll probably opt into something a little bit slower. See if they can give Zeus a bit of room to work.
May with a Bucky. That's a rare
It's
sight.
always going to be tentative in the beginning. That's how Team Secret wants to approach it for now.
I mean, the job just gets a lot harder for Team Secret. If they're
Imagine
given
the
free
craziest
rein.
wall
A
bang.
couple of rounds here, we've seen Zeus just sort of waiting.
Did
on
he
the
spot
line
Zeus?
and being peeked by DFM. I think they've learned their mistake. See, they're not really over-aggressing anymore.
Especially when May's the one jiggling as well. I believe he's already spotted it out. So the whole team repositioning around it. They're thinking it could be a B hit again. So
I think it's an A split.
on towards that portion of the map. Mid is open, however, and that's probably going to be Team Secret's avenue of entry. They're just
Like, yep, it's an A split. But the harbor's just containing A main.
and that's being cleared out by Zeus.
Oh, I see. They're gonna contact into top mid.
Problem is, if mid gets taken, the Bucky's useless. But no, Team Secret back to B.
Well, you got to remember, May's got the ulti ready as well, so it's not just that Bucky that they're going to have to worry about. And of course, it's only Sheriffs here for DFM, but there's 3 or 4 players on that site, so if entries aren't clean, it could be problems.
Oh, he
certainly
drops the
messy from Zeus.
op.
It's now a 2 for 1, and all of a sudden, you're starting to see the investment here from DFM. Time becoming a factor. Team Secret are
Oh, what a
but maybe
swing.
not hard enough. Where's the
Where's
spike? That's
Spike?
the question.
Oh,
Looks like the plan's
the
going
spike
down, but
is out in the
DFM have denied
open.
the plan. It's over. The map is done. 13
Jeez.
to 6. May,
May
got
just
in there
takes over.
with the overdrive just when it mattered. And Team Secret, well, their recovery was always going to be a difficult road. One might say impossible, and indeed it was. Breeze will go the way of DFM.
The fact that it went down in an eco round, though, Jordan, I am stunned. That cannot feel too good for Team Secret and for the young upstart Zeus. He had
Jesus. Jesus. So right now, we're gonna play 3-0 Valorant.
Look at the map. You're
Oops.
driving. You're driving.
Oops, oops, oops. Did not mean to do that.
Semblance of something from, Team Secret, but it really felt like it took them way too long to come online.
So right now that was map 1. We're currently waiting for map 2. In the meantime, we're gonna play We're gonna play 3-0. A game where you roll players, you pick them, you have them on your team, and the goal, as it simulates, is to get 3 internationals in the same year. So in this instance, we have Navi in 2023. And their best player is Xiao. So we're gonna pick him up at 90 overall. Ooh, 23 Sadak. Ooh, 23 Aspas. No question. No question. We're off to a good start. Boom, 22. Xfaro. But he's on the flex. No. Berserks. I think. Berserks. Wow. We'll just pick Xfaro. Foot and 23 cracks. Add a captain, Mr. Fallen. Deadlock was available in 2023? Really? Damn, if that's the case, it's been a while. Jesus. Jesus. Durka and Osbos on the same team. Come on. Let's go. First seed. We get grouped. Jesus. No trophies. Sad. Sad. Alright, we still have time. Let's try this again. Let's try this. Metacomp. Longstream 23, easy. Or 26. Danby is only a 79. Yo, that's so sad. That's crazy that X-Ross is the highest. Who won first map? DFM, pretty convincingly. It was almost a 13-1. It was almost a 13-1. But Team Secret ended up winning pistol when it was 12, or no. It was 11-1. Team Secret won pistol. They lost the bonus. And so it was like 3-12. And I think it got up to like 12-6. No problem, no problem. I appreciate you tuning in. Right now, we're just waiting for the second map. I was rooting for Team Secret just for a competitive map, and also I'm kind of rooting for Vero. And if DFM win this game, then Vero needs to beat Paper X in order to qualify. Either way, I think there is a Japanese team that will, or a Japanese org that will make it into playoffs. It's either DFM or Vero, but I'm rooting for Vero. So yeah, in the meantime, we're just playing this game called 3-0. Let's see. Crew 24, Shy, Heat, Kesnet. Shy is a pretty good sentinel. I think I can live with that. Crazy Raccoon in 2021. I didn't even know this was a game in 2021. I literally started playing in 23. And he's still the go-to Viper in 2021. Boom in 2022. Xfero again. Easy. Now our duelists. We might get screwed. 2026. 2026. And we have Birdie. Luke Shaw has played duelists. How Darker on an off roll is a better Phoenix than Birdie as his main? That's crazy. That's sad. All right, we get. Oh, do we get? Oh, we already lost our first trophy. Yeah, this team isn't winning anything. This team isn't winning anything. I think we're probably at like 5 minutes left. I gotta imagine.
Team Secret, I'd like to see them swap away from it. And let's
Oh, cool. We're only a minute 30
Yeah, that was
left.
our first initial.
Let's just run it one more time. We're gonna try an EMEA, and we're gonna do double duelists. Billy in 25. YZ. I think it's fine to have. I think it's fine to have a decent sentinel. But in this case, we're gonna have a decent. Oh, this is conflicting. This is conflicting. I guess we'll have a decent initiator. Coin 25, even worse. This team is just full of mid. Cloud9 in 2023. We have Leaf. Our best player is going to be the Sentinel. That's kind of sad. Talent in 25. Premier easy lock. Sentinels in 25. John QT easy. Oh wait, actually, do we have a caller? Do we have a caller? Yes, we have a caller. Yes. All right, let's roll this real quick. I think we're back. Yep, we're already back. Jesus, third place. Third place. Do we even get one trophy? We lost in the grand finals of champs.
Do have my eyes on that Sylvan Sage there. That is definitely going to be something entirely different. And DFM, hey, they could close this out 2-0. I mean, with the speed that they were playing that previous match, I am all for this kind of DFM. I know I voted Team Secret previously, but it's hard to deny this kind of confidence, this kind of firepower, and this kind of aggression that they're showing here on the Pacific stage. We're gonna toss it on over to our casters, back to Quack and Elfish to take us into Split.
Yeah, that is right. This might be the DFM that we were hoping for all along. But then what does that say about Team Secret? This is certainly not the Team Secret that we've been looking for. I came in with such high hopes for this season, for this newly rebuilt Team Secret, and unfortunately things have just not gone their way. So I guess we'll see if they can recover this series here in map 2, but I'm all on board with the DFM hype train right now.
Just a whole flurry of emotions, huh, Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how I feel about it either. But I mean, looking at this, we'll see kind of how that plays out onto Split at least. Neon Phoenix still incredibly strong, like what we just witnessed onto Breeze. But I am curious about the Fade and stuff, like maybe a Sky though. You know, Fade with Raze makes a lot more sense, but we'll see. Team Secret are the ones to have to put together a strong half on the attack.
Alright, let's see.
Sage too. Sage
It is Split.
against Neon Phoenix,
DFM have been
actually,
looking pretty good on
in theory,
Split.
could be a really strong pick, but of course you gotta operate it correctly for now. Starting off slow as always. Deep Hunt as well, confirming 2 inside events. So it's quite a bit of work for Team Secret to do, but they're already losing 1.
Oh, and they're just flooding.
So sharp. May's gonna go straight out. That'll open a little bit of space up for Akame.
Here's the player drop, right? Bro, look at this. Yeah, look at this high-low.
Up on top of the wall. Oh my.
Jesus.
I mean, I think they wanted to try to use it to block off the heaven angle, but it just worked out against them instead. No! This is not great at all for Team Secret.
Just giving him the perfect sniping position.
There you go.
How does he get on top of the wall? He had to be just standing there and just said, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I imagine that's what it is as well.
I mean, that is an unreasonable crossfire. Like,
Oh my
some
God.
dude up in the sky.
Way up.
And then a guy on the floor, like, what are you going to do?
And the sunlight as well, you're like, no, I can't.
And DFM with the pistol.
Anyway.
I mean, it'd be pretty uncharacteristic if they lost this anti-eco.
Backside with a Spectre, though.
Well, Orb's going to be secured, at least for Team Secret, so that's something.
Consolation prize. Thinking about middle as well. May is lying close by with a judge. Doesn't spot anything out, though, and so it's always going to be a question of
Looks like it's gonna be a B split and an anti-eco,
make their mid-round calls.
but there's always a threat of the player invent.
Oof. It's going to be devastating.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh,
That's devastating for him.
and it's a
Friday,
blender.
May especially says,
It's a blender.
"I'm gonna clean house."
He got all 4 of them.
Judge.
What a
The
judge.
ace.
I didn't even hear 4 judge
Spike
pellets.
Gonna try and give it to him. Spike though has been dropped, so Styron's gonna have to head back in this direction at some point.
If he does, though.
We've only been streaming for 50 minutes. The game started 50 minutes ago, and we're already on map 2.
And he's already watching for the exit angles too, May.
It's just been a massacre. May
Ace?
on for the ace. Here we go.
Oh, no ace.
Disappointment. Disappointment, but
Sag.
still a round win for DFM.
All right. Yeah, and points for ultimates anyway as well, so not too big to worry about. I think they did bring the judge over, but we'll keep an eye on that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez.
Did you know it shoots better if you make the noises?
That is true.
Good gun, good gun.
But now what about this next one? So a bit of damage done to DFM, even though I thought, they saved up having some pistols on before, but maybe not quite the best buy for this current round.
They're threatening a B
All goes up,
split.
so that's gonna draw a bit of a rotation through.
Tess
from the
misses his
players.
molly.
Just trying to reinforce middle. Kame under a little pressure. This time doesn't have that clean entry. Zeus hasn't maybe quite.
Oh, who? No one breaks
that
that fade eye.
Smoke gets Nats. That does drop the spike. It does delay.
How does
the
that
plan
happen?
here for DFM. Team Secret though. Oh,
It's
well
just a
done.
bad
Oh,
angle.
this retake. Zeus gets away with his life. A little bit lucky there. The
Akame
spray
with-
from Sylvan. Out of control, so Kame gets
No.
away with 2 and Kaide
It's
in
just
there as
so
well.
sad.
This round, it was looking so doable for Team Secret. But
Akame
now it's
is
on the
low.
shoulders of Kelly, yes, and he
Wow.
can't even get Kaide Akame was
DFM
low.
are just too good.
DFM will win the round, and I think there's just a couple of
DFM are just too good.
Really.
Definitely starts to feel that way. Again, they do have, you know, a bit of decent form, I think. Just being able to push into sight, trying to pick up the pace a bit as well. You just wall off, kind of get an idea for where your opponents are positioned. You start to hear
DFM are just too
some
good.
rotations out from mailroom, and you think, all right, we have a chance. Let's pounce onto A when we can. But then Akame just has an angle, still gets a shot through, drops the.
I wonder how
with the
people on the
judge,
East Coast watch
with the share of
Pacific.
shots now. It's been rough days, to be honest. Throughout
Right
this entire
now,
series right now,
if
we're
I was on
still
the East Coast,
relatively early.
it would be 5 a.m. The
we'll have to
game
listen in
started
to
at
DFM
4
and see
a.m.
kind of what they will find early on in this round.
ワイパースモーク降りるよBL 俺
丸丸なら見たさ。
そう丸手はある
左パスない。
もし見ろ
今は雨入る。
Bro.
レイズは
レイズ見えてない。レイズ見えた。
He's doing his best zombie impression.
ダツで詰めるわ。
Except he absolutely takes over the game. And his teammates are frying as well. You know what? May, we already know this game is over. Just pop ult. Just pop ult. Just pop ult.
It's a farm for Akame right now.
Pop ult.
Not much else to be said, huh? I mean, look at the round again, and although there's a bit of, you know, poking and prodding out from Team Secret, but it's like the sudden flash, can't quite find the trades necessarily even. You approach things slowly, but all it does for DFM is just to reveal your location, and they all come in for that pinch. Flashes, swings, all together.
Well, off we go. DFM looking to get a little bit more aggressive in this round. Just
Stage slow.
moving forward outside of B.
Stop tempo.
Slow up does keep them at bay. They got their own dark cover down, so they still actually hold on to that space. Now the transition through from mid from T-Secret, prompting out the orb. Just an exchange of util back and forth at the moment. Flash went through and Team Secret hiding away as a result, but again, see Team Secret having a really difficult time of taking any map control right now.
It really is. Like, they are still thinking about that same A play that they had rounds ago for Zeus to dive in, but because of Akame's kill from before, now it's so tentative.
And also the fact that DFM have taken all that space over towards B and middle. They have rotated an extra player over to A.
So quick.
Got May
Fade
there.
eye. Is anybody gonna break it?
And of course you've got Akame who's been playing on that
Oh,
side
they
the
don't need
whole
to break
time.
it.
Akame hasn't spotted them on the entry, but the Prowler will get the info. May in position. Akame is the one that's actually under pressure as the push is coming up into heaven now.
Akame Nightfall.
Oh, big fatal.
Fantastic usage as well. It will collect 3 or 4 players there, and so they'll have to slow down a little bit. They do end up taking that space, but
20
still 25
seconds.
seconds on the clock. They don't feel comfortable about going anywhere. That's a
Oh.
great entry to grab, but Yatsuka's position unspotted as
Double.
of yet. He's on
Oh,
for 2,
he's
but he holds the
clear.
trigger for too long. That is unreasonable. The Team
Jeez.
Secret have gotten away with it. They needed something. They needed anything, and they finally get a bit of luck in this round.
Jeez.
1 on the board for Team Secret. That could have gone horribly wrong, but in the end, they take the round.
Yeah.
What a pick.
Luck may be kind of a good descriptor.
Oh, this is barrel.
This is one of those rounds that, in a sense, DFM kind of let go off a little bit more. You're watching the ults get spent, and all I was thinking is, oh, Team Secret have they have the chance to do the funniest thing here. Like Nightfall, Relay Bolt, and all DFM were doing was just try and delay it. They didn't capitalize off of that Nightfall. So it's all just a chance for Team Secret to come back now. But
Another fade eye that isn't broken.
It's just unfortunate. Kelly S taken down straight at the start of the round. You get a
Who
bit of
did Team
momentum
Secret
from
beat?
and it feels like it's been ripped away.
Who did they beat? They
immediately.
beat.
Especially because it's that Viper wall that they wanted to work off.
Who did they
on now as
beat?
well, trying
I'm gonna
get
look it
crossing
up.
through the middle, and this res does come back in, so being able to push up onto ramp possibly will allow for Team Secret to scale further up into
Oh
a
my!
site.
What can you do?
I just
Run it back, invested there for Yatsuka. Does get the info. Okay,
They're
Styron
killed by
also
Siren.
finding himself a kill in middle, but May could have this on lock. As
Jesus. These Vandals is too clean.
Anything with the showstopper. It's stolen away by Kellyas, but at least the A site is taken. Team Secret can fight for another round.
With the
Who
pin as
did
well.
Team Secret beat
3v3, just to work
KRX?
around it. Great position.
Yep, they
right now
beat
as well.
KRX.
Sylvan into the corner, so the onus, the responsibility's on to DFM's shoulders to try to put this one together, but they do have their own flashes.
Oh, I was going to say, a lot of this comes down to what May's going to do. In the end, opts to just walk his way in and down for free. So, yes, this round.
Kaide, TP. Overheat.
Some room to squeeze on
You can win the round.
Can't find it. Team Secret will claim another. That's a really fight for that round, though.
Yeah, no kidding, but apart from some of those pop shots that Akami sent through the smokes, it's still a round where you can see if Team Secret actually gets on the site, you know, they wall off heaven, they have smokes, maybe even the pit as well. That's what's going to work out for them in some of these post-plant situations, and it's one of the first few rounds where we actually see some
Nobody breaking Fate, huh?
through, right? Even Styron down middle as a slight lurk presence found a bit of value in that kill. So hopefully more to come for Team Secret, but DFM again, it's not as though they're just lying down. I mean, they're taking shots, they're holding positions, they're constantly rotating all around, and it's very
In the
quick as
club
well.
with someone
It keeps
and a
Team Secret
buy
on their
back.
toes.
They don't break the Fate High again.
Back in with it. Another sort of aggressive play over towards B. They don't spot anything out there, and so Yatsuka able to rotate his way across towards middle. That
Someone just shoot the Fate Eye.
That pre-rotate into A, ready to go for DFM.
Pre-rotate is a great word. And you're seeing that as well. I mean, a lot of forward space. They had a garage one-way smoke. DFM's just making sure they delay.
I mean, Team Secret have just been hitting
Oh,
A.
there's info.
Tried to get a sneaky one, but nothing much else. And if DFM don't over-aggress, like, they're pretty much fine.
Cess is reading into that, though, that this transition is going to go back over towards B.
Okay. Drops the wall. Otherwise, not seeing too much yet either. Smokes are starting to refresh for Kaide as well, so he can always just hold, be a bit further, toss in a paranoia as soon as contact comes through. But they have left mid a little bit open now, though, so it's right through from mailroom.
Well, was a good read from Cess. In the right position to make a bit of a difference here, but connected on by that Nightfall, so has to drop back into the site. 20 seconds. You're right. Again, Team Secret leaving it late. Prowler.
Oh, they're gonna get
position, but still he's got some shots
some
off, which have
kills.
connected. It's Akame and Kaide that are trying to hold
Oh,
onto the site. Yatsuka's here. A
no
double
way.
All the difference as he just goes fading away into the smoke to try to win the round. Plant going through. Waits for it. Flash around the corner. Nats TP and faking out Yatsuka. Oh, I think he could have
That was
swung on the
calm.
plant there. It might have been the right play. In the end, though, bided his time, and Team Secret will win another very close round.
Indeed. Fake TP was definitely...
Bro, that round
sick
was
move
just
to pull
chaos.
off. Definitely allows him to shake off some of those nerves that he had from some of the weeks previous as well. Yatsuka too, though, in position. You call for a double and he delivers it. It's just multiple rounds where it feels as though the delay is starting to work out. Maybe DFM get a bit too comfortable in some of the positions they're holding. They get hit by the Nightfall. They break apart their formation. So it makes it tough for them to find trades, get some kills back in. But Team Secret are just pushing strong, even though the time is working against them. And it's just very admirable, very respectful to see this effort being put forth by Team Secret despite, you know, the previous map. So
Yeah. I mean, I have to give them credit for getting these rounds over the line, but I also have to kind of point out how close some of these rounds have really felt. And, you know, you only need 1 or 2 of those rounds to go the way of DFM, and the story looks completely different, right? A 4-3 scoreline here, it looks very close. But if 1 or 2 of those rounds, you know, let's say that 1v1 was clutched out by Yatsuka in the end. You know, all of a sudden, scoreline, it's still looking pretty threatening. So I think DFM are in a position where it does feel like they are, I would argue, still in control of this map, although Team Secret are kind of like knocking on the door now. If they can continue to keep that up and start to win some maybe more confident rounds here, Team Secret can actually start to put a lot of pressure on DFM. But if I'm in DFM's shoes, I'm saying, hey, we're doing a lot of the right things. We're just not quite executing on converting the round. But at some point, that will come. We'll get our rounds.
It's always still possible for them to get closer out towards a 2-0. But right now, at least, back to the slow defaults. But deeper poison cloud out towards A ramp allows for Team Secret to peek further up now. And despite the toxic screens, angles being locked off, DFM are forced to reposition. They want to check ramp. Nothing's found. Team Secret are taking their sweet time around this map.
Very reminiscent of what we saw from them on Breeze.
Wow, they don't get.
It's just a wall back. They just.
They know there's two invents.
Spending a bit of utility, confirming positions around. Yep. They have isolated Akame though, but Akame's just looking for that one sweet tap.
He gets a little bit of a tap in onto Kelly S, who jump spots around the corner.
Bro, Akame's been watching blows.
Significantly. And you've got Kaide there who can't quite manage to land his shots. May though.
Oh, Styron, Jesus.
Tries to drop the fast lane. Styron doubling down. Just a constant barrage of swings here from DFM that
2v3.
Secret have the answer to it.
Do DFM retake?
Rami and Cess will try to recover the round.
Jesus, Akame
gets
two.
Out of nowhere.
It's not fine if
over the site. They'll recognize there's nobody on the site itself. Kelly S
Oh,
should be a freebie there.
Ely has.
Secured. Does
He sticks it. Oh, wow. Akame.
Don't fake, as they say, and Akame certainly is on one today.
He swings into two and gets bowled.
Incredibly appropriate for this round. Just hearing the drop, knowing that he would have taken an extra second. He's not, hearing any footsteps. Did not have to get off the spike. The way it all plays out as well. How has Akame gotten that high-low? How did
Jesus, man.
Whiff that shot against him? This is unbelievable. For all the pace that Team Secret are trying to pick up, it's still not enough. And now, much faster in towards Garage. DFM takes the fight.
Big swing in from DFM. The flash was a good one. May doubling down with that stinger.
Sylvan should grab orb.
So these two players over towards
Sylvan, yeah, grab orb.
Probably irrelevant right now for Team Secret.
And mind you, this was
They have res now.
Partial buy for DFM. May had a stinger. I'm starting to cry.
Don't cry, it's okay. Just be a DFM fan.
Yeah, get me in one of those watch parties. They seem to be vibing there.
I think if there was a watch party to be in, it would be one of the Japanese teams.
DFM or Zeta, yeah.
For sure.
Well, if you're a Team Secret fan now, you're just kind of flying kites.
I mean, they just.
Twiddling thumbs, seeing if they can maybe get closer, get an isolated kill.
He just spotted both.
Back invested for information, and now DFM are just looking.
And Yatsuka doesn't have any.
Molly's going to keep them at bay for the moment.
Okay.
There's a res in there that
That gets spaded. A waste of a res.
But when you've got a setup like this, the firing squad, Kelly S, that is never going to go well.
Bro, are they trolling?
The wall, the res,
Are they trolling? They wall up against three that can easily just spam. You literally have to peek.
Even the slows and everything too is just not quite it. This is unbelievable. DFM are just really improving throughout the season. Just working out along this Neon Phoenix meta very quickly. The rotations, the positions that they're taking, it's so quick. It was a thrifty run that they brought up. So looking to smash Team Secret's economy now if they pick this one up.
Yep. Yeah, this could be disastrous for Team Secret if DFM continues to push the issue on this defensive side. This series is going to be unrecoverable. There's a brief moment, and that is a nice little window that Kelly S has found onto Akame, who's pretty consistently been solo holding this A site. So if Team Secret are reading into that, they'll know there's some space over there. May coming in to reinforce, will drop the fast lane just to get in across to the site as well.
Yeah, they're bunkering A, but it's just May. The Yatsuka is close, but
Keep in mind, May May's already spent his relay bolt as well, so wow, he's actually.
I mean, Team
dancing
Secret
away
have a
from
man
the
advantage. Should be an easy round, right?
It's gonna be an easy
I mean, they're
retake for
gambling.
DFM, no.
DFM are gambling B.
Might just stick around to see if they can maybe find an isolated kill eventually at some point. Especially if Cess gets his Viper's Pit, that could be quicker, but more ultimates spent now.
That's a good flash.
Oh
So
my
it's gonna go down as a
God.
result, but Nats is
Nats
there for
does
the
get
double, so
two.
round's still looking pretty comfortable here for Team Secret. Assess is picked up on the back
Oh my God. And
He may get another one here, but can May
what's
win essentially a 1v4? Well, I certainly
what?
hope so.
Why are we rushing up ramps?
From Team Secret, May out in space.
Why are we rushing up ramps? What's
Captures
the
it tonight.
rush?
Team
We're in a
Secret get their
one.
fourth.
They're in a
It's
1v3.
not the punishing blow that DFM wanted. It keeps Team Secret in the conversation.
It's not even planning for heaven.
Still being able to go up, and I think this pick was really quite the deciding factor, like you mentioned. Akame has been solo holding.
30 seconds left.
So being able to
Then
save
that's
that
literally
like that
gets
was
two
huge.
before
At
he
the same
dies.
time, I mean, like, thinking about some of the retake protocols, how they're actually swinging back in, like what DFM are just swinging for a lot of these fights, especially with May at the forefront.
And
Team Secret do well to recognize that and put up some resistance, and now trying to push back into it. DFM come with the adjustments. It's a firing squad outside of ramp.
Yeah, but B-side, relatively open. One might say completely open. There's no one there to defend. It's going to have to be a full retake for DFM. So you sort of over-index on one side of the map. This is always what's going to happen.
That's true.
Spike planted.
Not investing in the wall yet, Sylvan. Oh, there we go.
It's going to go down as well. DFM fighting hard.
Whoa.
That's through the flash. Has got Yatsuka. Kaede trying to TP into his own smoke. Can't get too much luck. Eventually finds his position. Being all over the place. As
Bro, yeah, Kaide is just spamming his
they're both inside of that
crowded
pit.
step.
Kelly S eventually catches up with Kaede. Akame can't do anything right now.
1v2. I mean, it's winnable.
That was just a bit of information, but the moment's passed and he has to save.
No time, and he has to save the gun. They need the money. They need the money.
Perhaps more
The
scoreline for
money.
Team Secret to try to extend things.
They need the
At
money.
the same time, you break down how they actually hold their post plants. Like that,
Last round.
you can tell like this whole composition, what they've built up. It's all for just them being able to cement their hold around the spike. You know, even some of the defenses as well. Just very intentional. It blocks off the back of CT or spawn and gives him extra elevation as well, which I think DFM were
They need
quite
the money.
We'll see if that continues to prove to be rounds for Team Secret. DFM saved up, still definitely having some legs in this race. Pit comes out towards middle with a judge in hand.
Pretty economical approach for Cess.
There is a raise though, so Boombot Prowlers can always clear. It comes down to how Team Secret really want to make use of some of this space, because just brute forcing a single site is always risky. At the same time though, DFM very
Yeah, be default with
cautious
a group of
A-Ramp,
3 in
trying to play around the toxic smoke.
mid contesting.
Might slow down the rotations. There's always a
We're
good
gonna
chance that
contest the Viper's
Cess gets
Pit.
isolated. You explode off of mailroom and be heaven.
Well, there's
Cess gets the three as they go into the.
straight into it. Forget your boom bot.
What are we doing, bruh?
Does not matter. Cess is going to get one more, almost on for the ace, but Styron eventually picks him out and plucks him down. It won't really make a lick of difference.
What are we
7 to
doing, bro?
5. DFM claim the final round of the half.
We're contacting into a Viper's Pit, and we can literally do anything else besides that.
This is ridiculous. No, the Prowler and Zeus kind of lined up.
It's just the way it is sometimes.
They even had the Omen TP.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to see some similarities between DFM and Nongshim.
Someone check
Obviously, they're kind of promoting the same things,
I hope that's an ice pack.
but like some of the players are kind of like adopting the similar archetypes and ideas.
Doesn't look
As like, for example, Cess playing the Viper, similar to Ivy.
but
I mean, I can literally see Ivy making that play.
At the end of the day, it's not a 6-6.
And then
It's still a bit of a lead
the way
for
that
DFM to
DFM
possibly
go
run away
tempo
depending on how
with the
this
Phoenix Flash to set up
begins. And we're
May
seeing just
on the Neon. I mean,
sheer
literally,
force
the only time
It's
May
such a
is
close
using the
game.
slide is when he knows he's
Running away
about
with
to be in a
swinging
fight.
multiple duels and fights, sometimes to his own detriment, but he's still going in for it. And of course, Akami fans as well.
Yeah. I mean, it is DFM's map pick, so going into the second half with a 7-5 lead, you'll be feeling pretty good about things. Expecting to close it out 2-0 in this series against Team Secret.
I am, to be honest though, Jordan, going to be continuing to hold out hope for Sylvan on this stage.
Okay.
On the defense, you slow down the right spots at the right times, you might just be able to send May packing. And that could give Team Secret more alternatives to how they want to hold some of these rounds. Right now, it's just the solo Sage towards B.
Yeah, looks like a pretty hefty defense of A, which is where DFM are interested in heading. So this is going to become a bit of a stoush in a sec. No contact as of now. May's been able to cross and get close up underneath that wall. That's going to go down. And all of a
Oh, he
sudden, Siren
lives.
gets a bit of a rude awakening. Paranoia goes to the backside here. DFM, though, still just fighting as
Needs
a
to
unit.
live.
The
Needs to
trade
live.
not quite through there.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We have Sage Show.
Taken by DFM is what's most important. May reminding us of that.
We haven't used Sage Show on Zeus because
And DFM in control.
Sylvan is walking.
Forward space as well is not an easy retake.
Do we? Oh,
Just chilling on the line.
okay. We
Bolt
just did.
out
We
to
just
try
did.
to
We're good.
delay
We're
a
good.
second longer. It will take crucial moments away from Team
One.
Secret for this retake.
Almost got
Every
one.
single corner they go around, May is just giving them something to think about. Now it's not just May, it's May and Yatsuka and the
Three
Flash as well.
fights, barrel
They commit
stuff.
to the fight. A 2
Who's
for 2, that's fine as
with
far
three?
as DFM are concerned, particularly when
Ace.
Zeke is on 10 HP. And easy clean up for Cess. DFM go up 8-5. They win the second half pistol, and now the pressure's really on for Team Secret.
And now I'm crying for different reasons. I mean, yes, Team Secret, it's been rough. It still is feeling quite rough, and like a shark's skin perhaps. But in that one, the way that DFM took that space, walked up front with it, even taking a pick off, and then you have this combo. It's just, May's the melody, and Yatsuka's the harmony.
Bro.
It's just so beautiful to witness that.
On the Bandit.
Flash out from behind while the slide goes forward, and even though May doesn't necessarily pick up all the
Big
kills,
fight in B main.
gives them the round, and now they have the guns to do even more damage. Inside of Garage, it's a blender looking to explode off of it. Yatsuka covers his back. The crossfire now, and it's getting spotted by the Prowler.
Too easy for DFM.
It's a
They
mob.
just pick their way into that B
They
side.
just mop.
Yatsuka for 3. DFM go to 9.
Look at Cess. He's just like, I'm just in spawn, guys.
It's just chilling
The round's done.
in the backpack.
Okay.
Where else would you rather be?
I thought he was all about, like, he wants to fight, but didn't need to. Look at that.
I mean, perfect mid-maxing. 3 kills on the Phoenix.
Well,
One away
it's a
from
little bit
ult.
difficult from here for DFM. Says
They're
just
gonna
hold on to those
fight.
only for this round.
Yeah,
In
so
both.
They didn't get the spike plant, so we'll see.
They do not want Yatsuka to get ult.
Make something happen. Well, Boombot dealt with, and Kelly S as well. Paranoia comes through a little bit too late to cause any problems for DFM, and it's the same kind of story as what we saw on Breeze. It is the exact same story. I feel like I've watched this movie and I know how it ends. And Team Secret are not going to like the ending.
Do they save already?
Japanese fans, however, may. May indeed. Got the entry onto the A side.
Oh, that's...
I mean, it's just the same old story, isn't it? You've got DFM players aggressively pushing one side and then lurking on the other side, and it's working on both sides of the map.
It's very fast, very confident. Team Secret still giving it a try, though. I was wondering if they were going to save or anything at some point, but giving the scoreline as well. Just sticking around to see if
And they
can try,
save.
but nothing's come up. And it's just that quick, like the rounds.
And May's already pushing.
We're finding quick swings, that sudden lurk presence to swing out outside of B as well.
Gets shut down.
Confirms that there are players out towards spawn, though.
Wow. And a near flawless.
Oh, no, Yatsuka's going to try. He has his ult. gonna see if he can rob away more guns.
Oh, he's going to.
Oh,
In a
Got
near
one.
flawless bonus
was good.
round.
hey, one less rifle for your opponents, for the opposition in the next round is always going to be a bit of a boost.
A win's a win. Bonus round win as well is a big win for DFM. Up to double digits now, and like I said, just sort of employing that similar approach to what we saw on Breeze. Fast on the side where May is looking to entry into the site, and then slow elsewhere, catching rotators, catching players that are trying to pee for info on the opposite side. 10-5 the scoreline, and Team Secret, there are not too many options left for them in this series.
Really not. Dude, May is up 21 and 11. It's always going to be difficult. I mean, you've worked in a particular... Or we don't just see this happening with Team Secret. Like, you know, Team Secret, there's an asterisk around because they're kind of like a new roster built for this stage. But you look at teams like KRX even, kind of want to say Full Sense, but, you know, just because they're the second series of the day. But you're thinking about, like, teams who are trying to work around this meta, not necessarily playing into it. They don't want to run the double duelist, especially for, you know, Spin, Styron. They've run a particular style for quite a while as well. But, you know, just not quite having the time, not quite having, you know, a lot of external factors, right? I mean, DFM running their own style. If you try to operate off of a slower pace, but DFM don't let you do that. It's just so relentless with every single angle, every single lane. It's brutal. It's unruly. And right now, it's an execution into A site. We'll take a listen into Team Secret with how they can hold out further.
Oh.
Guys, I'm coming, sir.
Last player standing.
1 year, last year. 70 last. Fighting, I'm
Wait, I'm coming, Lem.
Still aiming at the
Fighting him,
running.
okay?
Yeah, I'm running the whole spawn, bro.
Come you.
Still aiming, 5
I
seconds.
cover, I
ago.
cover.
It's on
Nice
you.
fight. Suck that, boys.
All right, not a shabby round from Team Secret at all. DFM trying to go fast. This time Team Secret answering it.
Really quick. Just right about the time we're going to go into comms. Nats gets all the kills.
The paranoia was perfectly timed from Nats, wasn't it? Nobody could see a thing.
So the three-man save
As well.
works out for...
Really shows off some proficiency in the agent, knowing how
Suck
he's
that, boys.
going to line up that
Let's go,
paranoia.
I want-
So more rounds, still not backing down, and that's, again, the main thing for Team Secret here. Continuing to build up towards ultimates could allow them to extend a bit for DFM to swing again.
Yeah, DFM sending May in. And when May is in, May is doing some damage and getting some space. It's a lot of room in through the middle of the map. Rotation's going to be tough to work around now for Team Secret. Ulti over to A from Nats, then goes back to B. Not spotting anything out, not confirming the teleport.
The thing is, DFM doesn't have to commit just yet, though.
Team Secret going to be burning for a bit of info in middle, though.
Nope.
Yeah.
Zeus just got info that
Maze in the corner with the judge, so it's back towards a
he should be the weak side, but we have a lean towards B.
Yep. This round perfectly set up for DFM. As long as they can get some reasonable entries onto the A site, that's sometimes easier said than done.
There's literally a whole other thing going on the other side of the map.
It's Yatsika's run it back. Now Kaide falling. This could still get a little bit awkward for DFM. There's no rotate coming through mid. Maze pivoted it off there. Now you're down a player and you still don't have the sight. And this crossfire from Kellyes and Sylvan, not a bad one
Yeah.
at all.
Oh,
And
Sylvan
falls inside that dark cover. May very
did a good
keen for
job.
that trade.
Oh,
Kellyes
he doesn't
making
get the
a meal of
kill.
the fight against Yatsika.
He doesn't get the kill.
And Team Secret not going to be loving what was cooked right there, as Yatsika's now got even more space and more headshots.
Okay,
waiting.
2v2. Zeus has raised Rocket.
Zeus and Nats.
Doing the showstopper.
Available. Zeus is going to pop it. Kame will take the
Big
opportunity.
kill.
to
Last
try to find a fight against
last
Nats.
player's
Can't
heaven.
manage much there. Now though for May, it should have been a freebie and it wasn't.
Jeez.
Oh, a real
A
mess.
little bit of whiffs.
That round, I
A
think,
little
on
bit of
both
whiffs.
sides. But Team Secret get away with it.
I can really hear the slight disappointment in your voice, the moans again.
You love it when I moan.
I love you, Jordan. But yeah, I mean, I feel it too. Just that quick TP, and this is one of those rounds where we really start to see a lot more resistance from Team Secret. This time it's the slow orb. Kelly has to play in a position around it as well. And that was what this composition can, or was built for, what it can do against the double duelist. They're starting to recognize, some of the potential fakes that DFM want to try and send off. But then the next round, it's such a quick hit towards B. The wall to try and delay as much as possible, but DFM breaking it apart as well. Team Secret pushing out a ramp. And this confirms a lot of information for both sides.
Oh, they just confirmed the weak site.
Really?
But this says get one.
Are they pushing into spawn?
He literally has a sheriff. If he gets two,
Looks like DFM maybe almost banking on the fact that Cess gets one here.
then
It's
they
not gonna
crouch.
happen. Almost surprised they don't pull the trigger on the B site there, DFM. Fast lane out here for May though, wanting to take that space. Trying to push his way in onto the site. There's a couple of players ready and waiting. It's a good setup for Team Secret. They just play off of each other. Yatsika would need two to stabilize the round, and even that would be a little bit too
Jesus,
much. you think.
Yatsika.
Still a 3-on-2, but nice recovery from Yatsika if they can get the
Brad
point
just has
down.
really good crosshair placement.
Particularly with run it back available.
They're just peeking into his
Early on the
crosshair.
cross as well. The boombot might cause a bit of a delay.
Team Secret could just avoid it. They're waiting for Nats to get into position.
No way.
That was a bit too
Oh.
close for comfort, but at the very least he gets the info that there's no one wrapping around the back. They're all coming through from heaven. Spike ticking away. Paranoia's gone through. Kaide for
Trades.
one. Yatsika needs to get it done himself now.
Oh
And
my
already
god,
starting well.
1v1.
That's his third. Needs the fourth to close the round down. Styron creeping his way forward
bro.
onto the line, and Team
This game has
Secret
just
will
been a
win
bunch of straight
yet
headshots.
Another clutch here on Split. Oh, I mean, these 1v1s, I feel like Team Secret have probably won 4 or 5 of them so far on the map.
It's pretty great when it happens as well. Just a round of applause for being able to put it together. I mean, scaling all the way through into your opponent's spawn just to pick up a kill, information off of it that you gain. And at the same time, I think it was a little bit more difficult because of the Sage. You see the wall get set up, the slow orbs that get set down around it too. DFM were forced to spend some flashes just to clear out Garage because of that. So by the time they even made it past the pillar into B site, Kelly, yes, Sylvan, they were already in position for it. Makes all the difference here. And they go again.
Once again, though, bit of a lackluster buy here for DFM. So if May's not going to get anything done on the entry, it's going to be very hard to put the round together.
Could just be a bit of conditioning for the future rounds as well. Keep Sylvan on to
Jesus.
B. Maybe DFM heads into A on the next one, but we'll keep an eye on that for now. Just more slows, more bits of delay, some slight peaks, and May on the hero rifle looking for a chance, but not found this time.
Good tag onto Sylvan. Forces out the orb.
Hey, with the hero rifle.
Cam back onto Akame, maybe Cess to see what they can find on the other lanes of the map.
It's gonna.
So far though, and always gonna have to respect the smokes. Cess again.
May
Right
on
into
his way
vent.
forward.
Control
Out
vent.
vent. 42 seconds left on the clock. DFM still working for the map.
But it's
territory
just
for
gonna
Alpha to take
be
the side.
back to A. We don't leave an
Some
insert.
fakes, but the position's being held by Team Secret. Very comfortable.
seconds
They don't
left.
spot any crosses or anything, so just still watching and waiting. They're gonna have to react quick though.
Siren try and tap away. No success there, but time is really a factor here for DFM. I'm not sure they're going to be able to find their way into the site. Nightfall
May still
should
gets
help Team
one.
Secret out, but in the end,
They can't
May
deny
loses
plant now.
Styron, and despite the fact that that Nightfall is connected onto pretty much everybody on DFM, they are into the
This
site.
duel-
They have a plan.
this
They have a possible plan. They have
duel
the
in
space. Now
vent.
Seth might get himself one more.
No way.
That's just survived.
Jesus.
That might be a difference factor in
May.
this round.
They just get May
up
and
close
they
personal.
win.
Trying to win this
Okay,
duel
they
against
just
Kelly,
shopped
not
it.
able to do so. Team Secret again.
They just shot the only gun.
These rounds. I mean, this round, comfortable
Bro,
enough
just
with 3
straight
players alive, but,
headshots.
oh my god, that could have gone a
Straight
different way.
headshots.
DFM are just not converting.
Yeah, especially if Cess had that kill, huh? But I mean, you know, put an
Straight
asterisk on this round, right? They had
headshots.
the eco, so I just don't want to put too much stake in it just yet. Ultimately, they get the spike plan, a bit of
Yeah, if players aren't
economical boost
playing
off of it. So
with another pair,
we'll see what the next round brings us, because I'm really curious if they do.
doesn't matter
actually
what
push
gun they
forward and
have.
Explode into A site because they know the
DFM has been
more
shooting.
than likely not going to be there, depending on as well, of course.
okay.
Because it's been like, what,
Boys,
2,
listen to
3
me.
rounds. They just
gonna-
kept trying to rush
Mm.
and push into B side. Sylvan was there to slow it down. Maybe Team Secret thinks it's still going to be a B hit from DFM. So that's what's what this timeout is
Come
called for right now.
on,
A bit of
come
discussion
on, no
both sides.
timeout.
We'll see what they
We're
can
just
do.
getting into flow state.
Of course, though, as DFM
Damn, at one
start to
point,
use more of these rounds, or maybe even
it was
let go of them,
10.
slip away, then we can
5.
actually have a real conversation about a third map.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think we can definitely have that.
Dude,
now.
DFM closed the
Team
map.
Secret on the warpath, and they're very much looking towards getting to a third map. Feeling much more comfortable, it seems, on the defense. And DFM, even with that 7-5 lead, maybe they haven't quite done enough to get this map over the line. They're going to need to find the answer pretty quickly. So right now, it is obvious that Team Secret have got the answers that they need. Just responsibility, I guess, of DFM to raise another question that Team Secret haven't seen just yet. You've got 3 ultis online for this upcoming round. DFM have a lot to work with here.
And as predicted as well,
Indeed,
Sylvan's
some
nowhere to
really
be found on
nice
A
aim.
side. If DFM just
Oh,
really
I love
rush through
Pacific.
into A, this could be painful.
I mean, solo anchor,
Because that's typically been the modus operandi. May
Kelly
now by a bit
S.
of util looking to try and take ramp up into heaven. There's a potential port on offer here for Kaide as well into the back of site as the Nightfall goes through. It was spotted out and actually
Oh,
dealt with for a
Yatsika
second, but
gets
Yatsika
3.
finding 3. It will not
All
matter what happens
headshots.
on the A side. If
Bro has
Yatsika's
been
gonna walk
frying.
into heaven and find himself the 3K, that is not a gun barrel actually. Did bait Sylvan out for a second. May doesn't want to go around
Sylvan
that alone.
does have
Might have been a gun
ult.
barrel, but
You can go res
it wasn't a
somebody.
player that was alive, that's for sure. Port's gone over to B, or rotate rather, I should say, has gone over to B. So a little bit more funny business in this round for DFM, and that has kind of bamboozled Team Secret.
Okay, at least there's a res coming back in, so it's not.
Let's see,
impossible
Zeus
for
is one
Team-
away from
for
ult,
Team
so it
Secret
is
to go for
winnable.
this fight. But all the forward
question
stakes
is,
that DFM has, though, is
does-
what has me worried.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough nut to crack. Slate lurk that'll come through from mid for DFM. Should be the insurance fund that they need to win the round. Akame is under
Trade.
pressure. He does well to
Damn,
grab
the
himself
Raze
one
is the
for one.
only
Kaide
player that needed
can grab even
to
one more
live.
here. That'll be round over, you would think. May finding the timing perfectly, and Kaide is in there indeed to finish it off.
Is it
So,
GG?
11
Is it
for
GG,
DFM,
chat?
A well-timed timeout. Might still be enough to get DFM over the line 2-0 here today.
And it's just such a strong timeout as well. I mean, the strat that gets pieced together off of it. Numerous layers as to how this even comes to happen. It's not just the kills that Yatsika gets, it's the Nightfall, the Omen TP, the cancel of it because they spotted a player out towards the back that, you know, doesn't allow for the sneaky Omen TP play to happen. And then for the whole team to just like right quick in a moment's notice to push through as well, Yatsika getting all those kills. Unbelievable. And then you're back over onto B side, again testing with Sylvan, keeping him in this spot.
Welcome to my world.
Well, pit down to try and hold on to the B site.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Secret hoping for the best in this round. Their money is not looking fantastic. If they drop here, might be curtains for the map, and it might be curtains for the series as well. As
They're gonna go into
More
male.
than likely to use their ults as well. You can tell Zeus's position in towards B heaven. DFM might not expect it either, so not entirely sure what their approach is going to be, but it looks as
So
though
they
they
just want to
want
control
just
mid rather than
group up,
going,
bun
and
rush, storm
contesting
the front
male?
into this pit.
or rather they're going try to see where this Viper is.
Yatsika looking for it.
Going ult for ult.
Really looking for it. The pit
Guys, I couldn't
stays
find the
strong
Viper.
for now. It has pulled a
But
massive
now,
rotate,
Spotted
though.
the
we're just
Sage
gonna go
walls
back
on
to the
that. They
position
know
where
the
we
rotate
just
there,
were,
so
like
Seth's
30
just gonna
seconds
find the
ago.
timing into A site now.
Not sure that he's going to be going quite quickly enough.
And we're baiting rotates.
No, he's calling it out to the
Team
He said
Secret
he
are
hears
over
what's up.
rotating
he
off
said
of
rotate. Now they just have to break this wall and go back over towards B. It seems will be the option of choice. You might have to wait and see what Sylvan can do about it, though. Up close and personal with that judge in hand. Just shows some presence, but nothing more than that. Zeus is
You gotta
looking
deny
for it
plant.
with the show.
Oh, he
Stop
missed it.
If nothing comes from it, and Kaide will
Okay,
punish the plant
fair
goes down,
trade.
by the way, in the meanwhile, and also this
Kelly
pit's
S.
still existing now.
Oh.
Opens the door up a little bit for a bit of room to work with for DFM. Yatsika is creeping. Kelly S needs to be careful. May falling
Everybody
on the
just
shoulders of
dies.
Zeus, and everybody everybody for Team Secret going down. Fast Iron, it's not enough. A 1v3 surely out of the realms of the possibility here.
Timing.
He's looking to try and clear things out, but he's not going to get it done. 12-9, DFM have pulled the rabbit out the hat in the last couple of rounds.
It's always down to just a slight mishap, a little instance. And it's ridiculous. The showstopper thought about it, maybe could have sent it down onto the site and the,
I mean, I feel like the mood of this game has been like so off, just because after the first like 5 or 6, actually the first 6 rounds, first six rounds on Breeze, it just felt like DFM were just in complete control. They could give a couple rounds to Team Secret, but there's a clear team gap in their comps, their aim. I mean, in the aim themselves is crazy. May's just frying. Akame is just good old reliable. And Yatsuka, my god. Only way he gets kills is headshots. No body shots.
The gun's definitely looking quite field tested, battle scarred.
I think detonation focus May is probably a good shout for this game, actually. If you can get May out the picture, then probably not.
May looking like prime Ospas.
Sure, yeah. Oh man.
Prime neon Ospas.
Oh, they're back to it.
Big setup play. Look at this.
That's a big kill. More spam. More spam.
And he's going to get himself too. Akame with the trade, but it's late. Kaide picking one up in heaven. You've still got numbers that can force their way.
And he's getting wrapped on.
Position is noted. It's just a question of how do they clear
they're
out.
just so fast.
The answer is easily. The plant will go down.
GG. Let's get to full sense in G and I almost said full sense in GE. Full sense in Genji.
Someone did that one time. One did it with straw and one did it with sticks and then one did it with stones, and then it kind of worked out best for the guy with the stones. But we'll see if Team Secret can get the job done here with the sticks and stones that they've got. They have actually managed to pick up a couple of rifles, so that will help, you'd think.
GG.
Causes a bit more of an issue. Paranoia through. Silver actually landing.
Oh my bad.
Out of nowhere, they've just managed to walk their way into the pit and win every duel, and it's not over yet.
Passive positions held. Quick onto the Paranoia. Sylvan doing some majestic work as well. So
my bad.
No big bad wolf
A little bit
today.
premature.
Team
That's my
Secret.
bad. Team Secret.
Not too bad. I mean, you have to admit as well, like this push, this rush, hearing the Guardian on the other side was kind of a very lax call for DFM to make. Just thinking they can rush out of ramp that way. So it's good effort from the whole team altogether. Starting initially with the spams, always wanting to toss out the C's as early as possible, slow things down, and the fans rather disappointed.
I mean, that should have been an unlosable round for DFM, you would think.
Yeah, I thought it was wraps.
Close plan, but
oh my god, this is the first outlaw we've seen in this game, in this series.
Back into this game. OT very much on the cards now. Cess, we'll see what he can do.
I mean, says here's them reclearing A.
He's going back for another little bit of a look.
Things that they found out.
Crucial duel, but Zeus
Gets info, lives.
Will not give up his life.
Snake bite as well. But now it's just a high-low on the other side with a lot of members of the team down. It makes it a bit more difficult, but May?
Oh, ready and waiting, just the 1-for-1. Not too bad for Team Secret. Here's though where things need to go right. They cannot afford to be losing these duels. Cess is going to go around the corner. Akame there to help him out, and Zeus gets bowed.
Okay, nice round.
11-12. DFM have one more chance to close this out before overtime.
One more round. One more round. One more round.
In our midst here. I have to admit as well, I mean, a lot of, in more of these rounds, Nats is starting to prove himself as more of a reliable factor now. Multi-kills being put out forth with his Paranoia almost, always connecting. It's all
One
these
more
folds and
round.
positions
One
all
more
across the
round.
board. But it comes down to this final one. DFM, they still have ults.
Well, it's going to be another fast attempt for DFM. Fast lane facilitating that. Of course, Nightfall over the site as well, and May looking for it.
Double
Gets the
collat.
double on the
Insane entry by
Sylvan and
May.
Nas just had nowhere to go. They were out in no
It's
man's
red.
land. And it's starting to look a little bit too free. Nightfall back on through from Styron to try and clear the side out. A Prowler as well.
It would be the most insane retake, a 2v5.
Magic work.
Like some Brock,
Smoke in his face slows things down.
some Brock and Scuba type of magic.
13 and closing this out 2-0 against Team Secret. And they
GG.
13 on the card. DFM get it done. Team
GG.
Secret not able to make a recovery on map 1 or map 2 in this series. And DFM, who have been on the rise, will continue that ascent here today.
Yeah, and that definitely gives them a chance to maybe actually make it into play-ins, depending on playoffs, depending on how some of the other games go.
GG.
But man, that is such a good.
Jesus, man. So right now we got Genji and Full Sense. All right. I think that is the end of the stream for now. I think that is the end of the stream for now. Since this series was fast, I am considering watching the Genji versus Full Sense. But I'm gonna have to take a break before I do that. And so if I come back, you will see me watching this game.
하도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다. 자, 가장 먼저 그동안 풀세트 승리가 정말 많았는데 오늘은 2대 0으로 깔끔하게 승리했거든요. 소감 들어보겠습니다. Congratulations, May. I mean, in your last 6 wins, you guys all had to play map 3. How nice is this tool for you?
過去6勝は3マップ目まで行ってたと思うんですけども、今回2マップ連取で取ることができて、今率直にどのような感想を持ってますでしょうか。
2マップ目、12対11までまくられて、もしかしたら OT があるかもしれないということでちょっと焦ったんですけど、ちゃんと13対11で勝ち切れて 2-0 で安心しています。
So I am just relieved right now. You know, it was 12-11 and I was thinking about overtime, but after all, we got the 13 rounds and I'm just relieved right now.
아무래도 스플릿에서 13대 11로 승리를 해서 너무 기쁘다고 얘기를 하면서요. 연장까지 좀 갈 줄 알고 마음의 준비를 해놨는데 이렇게 2대 0 승리를 가져갈 수 있어서 너무 기쁘다고 얘기를 합니다. 근데 브리즈부터 굉장히 좀 압도적인 경기력을 보여줬는데 언제쯤부터 승리를 예측했는지도 한번 물어보고 싶네요. You guys had a dominant start on Breeze. At what point did you feel like you guys had it in the bag?
ブリーズは結構支配していたかなと言っても過言ではないと思うんですけども、今日の試合の時点で、今日はこれはいけるなっていう感覚をつかみましたか。
そうですね、今までの、ずっと再開ステージ2やってきてて、そもそも試合前から僕の調子がずっと悪くて、どの試合も僕のコンディションが悪くていけるかなっていう感じだったんですけど、今回の試合を
Yeah, actually we'll wait till the end of the stream. Into the end of the interview.
自分の思う存分プレーできるようになったので、最初から勝てる気はしてました。
So during the stage 2's matches, Actually, I was feeling not good in terms of like conditions, and also had a kind of like arm injuries. But before match, I knew that my arm injury was cured, and I knew that before match I'm gonna be winning the match.
사실 스테이지 2 시작하고 나서 컨디션도 별로 좋지 않았고 그리고 팔 부상까지 있었는데 이제 오늘 경기 직전에는 팔이 다 나아서 오늘 이기겠다 싶었다고 항상 자신 있었다고 얘기를 하는데요. 그래서 그런지 유독 오늘 그냥 장막을 뚫고 뚜벅뚜벅 걸어서 나가서 킬을 따는 그런 과감한 포지셔닝을 보여주기도 했는데 이런 과감한 포지셔닝은 어디서 나온 건지도 물어보고 싶네요. I don't know if it was your confidence, but we saw you just walking through the smoke, not scared to do so, picking up kills. What enabled that bold and risky positioning from you?
自信か何かわからないんですけども、メイ選手が木中に入ってキルを取ったり、木から出てってキルを取ったりっていうシーンが今日は目立ったと思うんですけども、そういった自信みたいなところはどういったところから来ていますか？
怖いことは怖いんですけど、ネオンを使っている以上、ちょっとタンクしなきゃいけない部分もあるので、味方のために最初に入ったりとか、味方のためにスモークから最初に出たりとか、とりあえず俺が死んでも味方がトレードしてくれるだろうっていうマインドで突っ込んでます。
So I'm actually afraid of a lot of things, but after all, I'm doing the neon sometimes, and I need to do the tank, kind of like a movement. And I know that my team members gonna take the trade for me, so I believe on them.
사실 메이 선수도 게임을 하면서 좀 걱정되고 무서워하는 플레이들이 있지만 그래도 네온을 잡은 이상 팀을 위해서 좀 탱커 역할을 해줘야 되기 때문에 들어가서 죽어도 팀원들이 트레이드를 내줄 거라는 자신감으로 오늘 과감한 모습을 보여줬다고 합니다. 그럼 마지막으로 이제 이번 주에 페이퍼렉스가 이기면 DFM이 플레이오프에 진출하게 되는데요. 이 정도 성적이면 이제 메이 선수도 아카메 선수와의 댄스를 좀 생각해볼 만하지 않을까 싶은데 어떠신지 물어볼게요. So if PaperX wins this week, you guys lock in the playoffs, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to maybe you dancing with Akame.
ペーパーレックスが勝利すると DFM はプレーオフに進出することになるんですけども、その際に赤目選手と踊る姿は見られますか？
そうですね、基本的に赤目のダンスは事前に見てるんですけど、ちょっと恥ずかしい気持ちになるんで、イケてるダンスがあったらワンチャン踊ろうかなと思います。かっこいいダンスがあったら。
So I watch Akame dancing a lot before the matches, and if there are some kind of like a cool movement, maybe I'm gonna do it.
Oh, so Akame needs to step up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. 사실 경기하기 전에 아카미 선수가 이제 춤을 추면서 연습하는 걸 많이 봤는데 만약에 좀 아카미 선수의 안무가 굉장히 따라하고 싶다 하면은 충분히 같이 배워서 출 수도 있을 것 같다고 아카미 선수가 안무를 열심히 짜야겠다고 얘기를 해줬습니다. 이렇게 해서 메이 선수 만나봤습니다. Thank you, May. Congratulations once again. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
W interview.
Wait a minute, there's a little bit of progress there because I remember the last time Jen asked this question, May was like, no, absolutely not. I'm not dancing. But now he says, you know what, maybe if there's a cool move, I might. I mean, this is an entirely new DFM.
He has every reason to be excited and happy. A clean win over Team Secret here. I think they will be feeling quite thankful with how this split went. I think this could have got away from them, but they do manage to close it out 2-0 fashion. Now we know at very least they've got that bye in play-ins, and there's still very much on the cards here that they will be in the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%. All they need is for PaperX to beat Varel head-to-head, and then DFM will be that second seed team in the playoffs. And quite honestly, that is a very likely outcome. All they need to pray for is really that PaperX just plays a decent game. Varel's a very good team at the moment. Maybe they have a bit of upset potential, but let's be honest, PaperX is by far the strongest team we have in this league. So I think that DFM have put themselves in the best position possible here, and they would love to skip the play-ins.
No, absolutely. It's exciting stuff for DFM. And to close this series out as well with a 2-0. Yes, there were some rounds that maybe could have been a little bit cleaner. Perhaps their confidence got the best of them. But this is definitely, I love this new track that DFM are turning. It's definitely something that's much more exciting, especially as we proceed into playoffs, into play-ins, and as we get closer to Busan.
Yeah, they're very confident, they're very aggressive. On the flip side of things for Team Secret, unfortunately just way too slow to start in the majority of these halves, and that usual kind of star power that you got from them was a little bit more muted today. I think some of the interplayer chemistry thrown off a little bit by subbing players in and out and having to deal with some roster instability. So maybe a group stage to forget. Hopefully they can kind of take some learnings from some of these games that they've had in the groups here and try to rekindle a bit of that fire that we've seen from them in some of these maps as they head into the play-ins.
For sure, this isn't...
Yeah, that will be the stream for now. Like I said, I am going to take a little break and I'll decide if I'm going to stream the Full Sense and Genjiki. Appreciate everybody watching. Good night. For now.